Oh, would you look at that? I didn't need to stop the recording because it only took one more try and I finally hacked the computer. But yeah, this goes to show you can't do things right away, right off the bat. Sometimes it takes a while. Also, you can also hotkey your weapons and the number dials, a directional pad, depending on which version you're playing. And this is a big horn right here. Yeah, named after its horns. And of course, there's also the Brahmin. You can't have Fallout without the Brahmin. And just in case you wonder, anybody's wondering, yes, there is Jaguar in this one as well, which is supposed to be the mutated bears. Yeah, the Jaguar. There's not here in the Mojave, but there is some in the Zion Valley. Yeah.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
No, this campfire can create healing powder, antidotes, food and drink, this venom stuff, poison stuff. I don't use poison. Clone stuff. That's for one of the DLCs. These 3 items, again, DLC. There's more food stuff. These armor pieces, which I don't see why you would want to, considering they have no damage threshold. Poisons, and also you can make your own Nuka-Cola and Sunset Sarsaparilla. Yeah. But I don't see the point of doing this because you'll find Nuka-Cola and Sunset Sarsaparilla all over the place. So I don't see the point of that. You can also make some Hydra and Rocket, which is drugs, drugs and stuff. I would never do that.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. Okay. Well, good luck to you. I'm heading back to the Prospector. I could use a drink about now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Yeah, and the dog ends up making it. She talks about the jukebox instead of getting a drink. But yeah, RP to the dog. No, there's this guy right here. He actually has an unmarked quest for you, and every time you play, he's always wearing something different. Why, I don't know. Just the way they programmed him.
Hello? Can you help me? My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail. You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Yeah, he's always wearing something different. I don't know why they designed him like that, but oh well. And that does not look like a broken radio tower. It looks like a broken cell phone tower. Before you venture deeper into the wasteland, you may revise your character. This is where you can rebuild your character. It's basically changing any little detail that you may chose when you were building up your character. But I like my character just the way it is. I got my shotgun now, you stupid geckos. Being glitched out on the ridge, are we? It won't do you no good. I split your head open. Oh. Where do you think you're going? I just leveled up. I can't actually level up because there's an enemy on the screen. There we go. Oh. Now, because I've chosen female, you get this one. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But you get this basically does get like a silk tongue against the same sex and damage towards the same sex. It's something. There's another one for guys as well, which is that one. And you can also have a special thing depending on whether the female is gay or not. And then you got Black Widow, which is towards guys, and of course, for male characters, if you pick male, you get the opposite of Black Widow, which is Lady Killer. And right here is another one of those wild wasteland perks. Now, it's actually supposed to be a body up here as well. And body, the name Jimmy appears on the body. That's because talk, uh, uh, Jimmy 5/8. Yeah, Jimmy 5/8, which is a reference to a game which has never been produced. Apparently, from what I read online, the makers of the game made the game just as a joke. It was supposed to be a joke, nothing else. They had no intentions of actually putting it out there, out to the public. They just kind of made it halfway for a joke. But you can learn you can look it up online. You'll find it online.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you. Aha!
She never tried to go one-on-one with a shotgun. You dumbo. It's like threatening to kill somebody with a wrench, but that somebody has a rocket launcher. Not a good idea. Now this is where Izzy Pink lives. This is his house, but for some reason we freely could come in and out as we see fit. And take whatever we want. He's that chill.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What was that about?
Morning. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Not much, other than there were a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
How did they do that? And the radio's on the other side of the bar. Right next to the register.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
The only way for him to be able to accidentally knock your radio to the floor is if he threw something at it. I suppose that's not really funny, but oh. Still.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
Yeah, that would be the death clause. Nasty creatures.
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Primm, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Well, that and all that clean water and Lake Mead.
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. That's a bad idea.
Alright. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Be careful out there. Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon? Got a special discount for you after what you've done for us.
Now, I can't really sell much to her, but I sell what I can. She doesn't actually have much of anything for food and drink. That's pretty much it. And she's got magazines as well. Most of the time, you'll find magazines like this with Salesman Weekly. It only gives you a temporary boost. However, there are magazines, books that will give you permanent points, like a big book of science that gives you 3 permanent points to your science. So, yeah.
Another satisfied customer. Be careful out there.
Now, when I go to one of these general stores, it's so dark in here.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Just like in Mass Effect.
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Duly noted.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Can do.
Now these super stems are similar to the regular stems, except for the difference is it does heal you for more and it gives you a boost. However, it does have an addiction properties, just like Psycho or Jet. So I usually don't use them. Laser pistol, GRA, and plasma pistol. I'm actually gonna get the plasma pistol. I mean, laser's good, but I like plasma. I'm a plasma person when it comes to those energy weapons. I like plasma. Not this bad. That's always needed. These are ammo boxes, but I usually don't get them. Bobby pins, so it's always important. Well, that's it. Got 20. It doesn't have any tons. At least not this time around.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Well, the reason why picking up some components and stuff like duct tape, you can use a glass picture, which is one of the stuff you need to create your own purified water. You can use it those campfires, and then the scrap electronics, scrap metal, wonder glue, duct tape, and the wrench you can use to make your own weapon repair kits. Repair has to be high enough to do so, but at the workbenches, and also you can use the first companion we're getting this game is a robot, but it's not functioning right now. However, he's not functioning right now, so I need some components to fix it. I need scrap metal, scrap electronics, and essential modules to get him up and running. Or I can wait till my repair is like at 65, but that won't be for a while.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan at any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game? All right. Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit. Did you want something else? I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals. It's been in business for a very long time. It's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things. Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight. My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figured their friends are out for revenge. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board. Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Tell me about it. She's really friendly. To us too. I'm like really friendly, but yeah, pretty friendly. I shouldn't have said it like that. Don't mind me. She has been really friendly. But that's what I meant to say. I didn't mean for it to sound the way it sounded. It just happened. This lock picking is actually rather simple. You use the mouse to move the bobby pin, and you use the keyboard to move the lock itself. And it's pretty simple, just like that.